Greetings, listeners, and welcome once again to Cosmic Crit. We are here today on this lovely, lovely Monday. For me, it's a Monday for me. Who knows what day of the week it is for you. You can listen to this anytime. It's the beauty of a podcast. But before we get on to the episode, I want to talk to you briefly about our Starship Challenge that we had going on through the months of September and October. We got some really cool submissions in, and we really enjoyed all of them. We took a look at them, and we thought that there were some excellent submissions. But we want to announce a couple of runner-ups here. First of all was the Starlight Dancer by Jonathan. It was a really sort of neat idea where the ship had this super powerful AI. It's a cool thing, but it was really cool. The second one is the Callisto from Will. It was a really neat idea, and I really loved the way that it was sort of narratively introduced, as though it was like through a last will and testament. It was a cool idea and a cool sort of lead into the thing. Wasn't quite exactly what we were looking for, but it was really neat, and we love the idea, and so please keep stuff like that coming. So with all that said, we're going to announce our winner right now. Our winner is from a gentleman named James, who submitted one called The Phoenix's Respite. And I'm not going to tell you anything more about it. It's just going to have to be one that we sort of illuminate as we continue into the game, and its story will become evident as we go through. So I want to thank you very much, James, for that submission. I want to thank you, everybody who submitted starships for that. That was really great, and you guys are awesome, and you're so talented, and I'm so happy to have you and to hear all your thoughts on these things. So thank you very much. Before we move on to the episode, I want to talk to you briefly about our next month's challenge, or I guess this month's challenge. It's November right now, and you know what that means. That's right, it's the holiday season. It's here right now. It's here already. And at Cosmic Crit, that's no different. This is the Cosmic Crit Holiday Bonanza Challenge. And it's just what it sounds like. We want you to come up with a holiday that's celebrated somewhere in the Pact Worlds and share that with us. We're looking for traditions that are incorporated into the holiday, where it's from, sort of like what are sort of the what was the sort of the history that sort of led to that. It can be like a harvest day or a religious holiday that sort of celebrates a specific deity, or it can be something that's sort of created out of like a localized superstition, like anything like that. They're all super fun. We just want to hear what your thoughts are. So send us an email over to cosmiccrit@gmail.com with your submission. And at the end of the month, the crew will vote on which holiday they want to celebrate the most. And the grand winner will be featured in our Cosmic Crit Holiday Special, where we will celebrate that holiday and participate in some of those lovely traditions. And the two runner-ups will get a super duper shout out all over the show, because we love all sorts of good things and we want to celebrate all sorts of holidays. And who knows, maybe there will be use for another holiday in the future, but we will wait and see about that. In the meantime, I am so excited to get on with the rest of the episode, and I can't wait to share with you episode 59.
Null-9 explains it all. Last time on Cosmic Crit.
We discover a science experiment rigged to attack us.
Forecast calls for a blade storm.
Blade-banded bugs boldly bleed Belindra.
We find an armory full of hidden doors.
The cultists really did a number on this armory.
Give me 20 minutes. I'll have these cabinets picked clean.
Say what you will about Knack, but that rat knows how to search a room.
We open the doors. We open all the doors.
For once, Knack wasn't the one demanding to clear every room.
The bathroom is haunted. Didn't this happen in Harry Potter?
Ugh. I hope all of Adras's trips to the bathroom aren't this eventful.
Save me, toilet lid! Adras, when you're done in there, you wanna light a match or something?
When you gotta go, you gotta go. Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
War. War never changes. This is the tale of 5 gateway dwellers and their first steps out into an irradiated drift landscape on this week's episode of Cosmic Fallout. Greetings, New Californians, and welcome. This is Patrick, your GM here, your ghoul merchant selling you your rad healing serums and mentats. Joining me on this week's walk through the desert of space are my 5 friends and paladins in the Brotherhood of Steel. To my left, a new settlement somewhere needs his help. It's Drew playing Nakfeldspar.
Is this the one that's played for by Chandler from Friends?
And to his left, a synthetic life form that thinks they're a noir detective. It's Jabert playing Candace 147.
Oh, that's the best one.
Across the digital table, if Mr. McScruffins dies, I'm reloading a saved game. It's Miles playing Remy Quindar.
Good evening.
To his left, a suicidal mutant running at you with a pipe bomb full of supernova. It's Rebecca playing Alindra Vallis.
Hello.
And finally, to my right, a spiked armor raider with his hair and a massive mohawk. It's Tyler playing Edros Varonis.
Turtle snakes rule!
Yay, there you go. Tyler got the video game references.
If there are a few things I know, it's Fallout, especially Fallout 3.
Yeah, we were actually literally having that conversation last night.
Yeah. We have a tradition we've started in this book 5, of taking some time out at the beginning of the episode to give a little minute check-in with our players, and we've gone through everybody. But, oh no, I'm not going to stop now because it's time for Drew's Minute. How is everything, Drew?
Oh, man. Patrick, times these days, they're tough. But we, all of us, together, are going to get through this.
Yeah, no, it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock times, all hard. 5 o'clock, not so much. That's pretty good.
And you know what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Literally. I have a question for you, Drew.
What's that, Patrick?
Did you buy your lovely wife a birthday present yet?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
That's right, because this episode comes out then.
Yes, happy birthday next week, Rebecca. How's it going, Rebecca?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is my minute. This is my minute. She already got her minute.
It's birthday time.
50 seconds ago.
Yeah,
Rebecca, I got you a present, and it's a single reroll of a D20 to use in this episode alone.
Yes, perfect timing.
I like how excited you guys are about these rerolls that are like so not very useful usually. I've weaned you off of other like better presents or like armor and weapons I could be like throwing at you in the game. The single reroll is now like, yeah, here it goes. But who knows? Maybe it'll save Alindra's life this episode. We are
up against Null-9, so.
Are you? What happened? What happened last time on the show?
Adros had to go potty.
Yeah, we fought a guy in the bathroom.
That's all anyone will ever remember of that episode. It was like a 10-minute fight of an hour and a half episode.
I still can't believe it was actually the bathroom.
Yeah, you guys were very excited about calling that. You literally opened like every other door in this facility, and you had one blacked out door still. And you're like, they gotta go to the bathroom somewhere, right? And lo and behold, yes, they did. Kiss or not magic.
I feel bad when we do our interview with the AP author and all we do is talk about the bathroom. so
Steven, one bathroom in this bathroom. Tell me.
So one bathroom for the whole planetoid, huh? How about that?
Yeah. No, if you're on the other side of the planetoid, you have to go. It is a hassle and a half.
Yeah, huge hassle.
No, you guys did have some other fighting. You cleared most of the facility, found some weapons, found some armor, and then made your way to these southern doors. As you opened them, you saw this massive containment field shielding the facility that you're in from what seems to be the core of the planet, where this huge amount of energy is being contained. Null-9 standing there before you, behind a bank of computers. She greets you, welcomes you in, and says, I promised you answers, android, and you've caught me with some time to kill. What would you like to know, Andis?
What did you do to my head?
What didn't I do? I found you years ago, and I played around in it played in your mind, cutting off access to your exocortex, thereby erasing your memory and the memories that came before you.
Why? Why me?
You don't remember how we met, do you, many years ago? I hoped I had left that little bit in. We were on the front lines in the android abolitionist front. I called you a friend in those times. Perhaps we could have been something more, but it was not meant to be. There was another of our kind in that time, and you two bonded and left poor little me and 9 in the cold. I was angry, but it wasn't until a failed extraction on an Aslanti prison moon that I became enraged. You made a choice then to save her over me, and in doing so, I spent 40 years in a Star Empire work camp. The way they treated me, I was a machine to them, a plaything, and ultimately trash to be recycled in the cold of space. By the time I escaped, though, I was thinking more of revenge. I thanked my captors, for they had opened my eyes to worlds of pain and suffering I had never known before. The Devourer spoke to me then. She told me to gather her children in the diaspora, to heed to the Prophet Nyara's teaching, and I would have my revenge on all of them. I lost my creator's name and created one for my new spirit, Null-9.
Can I try to make an intelligence check to actually recall that, or is it like obliterated? Do I not remember it at all?
Yeah, it seems like most of your memories from before you were on Depthsis just kind of blacked out. It's almost impossible to if you try to access those parts of your brain, they're just like gone. And that seems to be something of her doing.
Look, and 9, is it?
No. That is not my name. My name is Null-9.
We don't have to do this. You can come back. There are others of our line. They're looking for you.
They are not my brethren anymore. I got off that prison rock and I found you again. You had left those behind, including the one you had loved. She joined the stewards while you malingered on in the front, and I lured you back to my side with promises and kindness. And then, when you let your guard down, I captured you. I cut out your memories, and I dropped you on Depthsis. I was going to make you suffer the same amount of time and hardship that I had gone through. You see, Andis, I needed to open your eyes to the death of friends and loved ones on that mining rock, to the utter futile nature of our existence. I didn't want you to die there, Andis. No, I wanted you to come to the same realization as I.
What's that?
I was trying to save your soul, Andis. Your morals, your ethics, philosophies, they were all tainted by these other species. We androids know the truth about this universe. We were created to toil, to suffer, and to die, and nothing more. And I wanted you to come to that realization yourself, what they are to us, and we are to them. Then and only then could you understand what I've seen in my visions. It starts with a flash of pain, and then all the emotions that hamper the others, they all die off one by one. Hope vanishes, then anger, then sadness, then despair, until we are left with nothingness. Andis, it is only then that our souls actually die.
I'm so sorry for you. So sorry for what you went through. But I am not alone. I have people who depend on me, and I depend on them too. And if what you say is true, I can't forgive this.
I don't think it's too late, Andis. It can be amazing, but I need you to believe me when I say all this has been for the best. I want to offer you a place at my side before the end times. Now leave these simple-minded, jackbooted thugs. These Starfinders only follow orders, then only obey their genetic code, demanding they propagate and flourish. We can fix the wrongs of this existence. You and I have the power to ensure that no one even has to suffer the torture or the pain that we endured ever again for all eternity. If we take this weapon, we can end everything, starting with the Pact, and then we can unseat the Aeon Throne and destroy the Vescarium, the Swarm. Their reigns of power would all come to an end. What do you say, Andis?
And what remains then?
Nothing. That is the point. It will all be consumed. Nothing will remain, and this universe will finally come to peace.
Is this how you lured me to Depthus? Promises of what?
You came to Depthus hoping to liberate more of our siblings, our android friends, but it was you that would be imprisoned there. Don't you see the futility of it all? She looks distracted for a moment, kind of maybe hearing something in her ear. What say you? I need an answer right now.
I pull my gun. I say, drop your weapon, Null-9.
She's kind of got a rifle, same as yours, a disruption rifle, lazily at her side. I didn't really think that you'd agree. Your mind has been tainted by that exocortex and the voices that came before you. I just wanted to burn some time while my maintenance robots completed their mission. It's at that moment 4 maintenance bots crawl through the containment field, one of them holding what looks like a rectangular circuit board, which Null-9 snatches for herself, and she says, "Kill them all! It's initiative roll time!" We've rolled initiative before we started tonight. Some pretty good rolls. I've rolled a 20 for the baddies. Got a little pretty nice bonus on Null-9, who, let's see. So she grabs what looks like a circuit board from one of these maintenance bots and turns around and says, "You have time to think about it, 147. If you want to find me, look for the heart of the apocalypse, for that is where I will be, standing in eternity." She presses a button on her armor and steps to the edge of the containment field, steps into this electrical kind of arcing energy around her, and falls straight backward and down, out of sight. And as she does, there's a beeping in the rafters above you. You see rigged there a Kish grenade of some sort logged onto a detonator. And I don't think many people have moved in the room. Andis, give me a reflex save.
Can I watch your step? I'm not out of the room. I probably can't.
No, you're only about 15 feet away, so you can still see Andis.
Andis, watch your step!
Ooh, it's not terrible. That's a 30.
Yeah, that will be enough to avoid the stagger condition. This is another of the disruption grenades, so also taking half damage here. Let me roll that. So 5 points of sonic damage, and we are left here in this room with some maintenance bots. And I'll roll for them separately because I don't feel it's fair to take that sweet natural 20. Okay, I've rolled a little lower on their initiative. Let's go in the top of turn order. Alendra Vallis.
All right, I'm going to stay right where I am, burn a resolve, and get all my HP back with Glow of Life. I'm also photon attuned, by the way.
Okay, we got some fairly significant enemies here. A number of bots. Edros Varanus, you're next.
So Dross sees all these equipment, all these robots in front of him, but he has a disappointed look on his face because Null-9 has seemingly got away. But he'll have to mentally fortify himself against these guys and try and focus on the task at hand. Maybe he internally scolds himself for letting the enemy monologue for so long. And he's gonna just charge in, and he's gonna charge at the. There's a robot that's just directly in a line from him on the other side of the room. So he's gonna charge all the way across the room, getting out his weapons and doing a single attack.
These look to be the very same Kish security bots you've fought before. Make me that attack roll.
Okay, here it comes. 26.
That is a hit.
That's going to be... I rolled 2 1s on that damage, so 33 points of damage.
Smacking into this bot, it looks pretty hurt from just a single hit, but you see it's readying its weapons for a counterattack right now. But it's not its turn. You guys rolled pretty well here. Another pretty high roll is Knack Feldspar in the middle of the turn order.
Knack would, of course, like to get him, and we are going to use my ability that allows me to use an RP without spending an RP until the next 10-minute break to get him apply to every enemy in the room. And Knack, a while back, got something called the Sovereign Helm, and it's been more than 24 hours. He would like
It's been stuck on your head that entire time.
Yeah, he would like to use that to try to take care of, or take control of the robot that is red. The red dotted robot on the far left.
So they have different like optical lights. So this one's got like a blood red light kind of streaming out of it. Yeah, so the Sovereign Helm, pretty cool. It basically gives you a similar ability to Andis 147's Override, or what else can Andis do? Like remote hack of technological robots?
Yeah, I think, let's see, does that apply to, like, robots, or can you do that on androids? Or
this is just constructs with the technological subtype, I believe.
Okay, yeah, so that's like the, sort of like the override ability, yeah.
So the DC of this is 10 plus half your level plus your key ability score mod, Drew, which is
20
charisma?
altogether, so yes.
Nice. So it needs to make a will saving throw. I don't think will is their best. Oh no, it is. They're actually quite good. Let's get that roll going.
Quite willful.
Oh, 18 on the dice. So that is a success, which means it's basically immune. You see the light blink a few times, the red light, and then it just kind of shakes it off. And now it wants to murder you for sure. So that's nice. But before that, Andis, you get a chance to respond here. It is your turn, Chibert.
Let's see. I'm going to first use my wireless hack ability with my override ability. So I'm going to use that standard action from wireless hack as an override. So that'll be a DC 21 saving throw. Will.
Which one do you want to?
Green.
All right, this one with the green light here in the back. Will save. Ooh, only a 12 on the dice. DC 21, you say?
Indeed.
That is a fail.
Okay, but obviously not by 10 or more. So
it is not. So you can't control it like a puppet, right?
Yeah, it's just dazed, and so
okay.
And then I'm going to move action, track green and orange, and then my standard is going to be fire my disruption. Let's say at the one with the gold light.
Which one?
The one with the, well, I guess it's orange, but it sounds cooler if it's gold.
Yeah.
No, it's straight up orange LEDs and it's optical.
That's why I'm shooting it first, because it's got a big dumb orange light.
Is Andis colorblind? Did we have to go 59 episodes?
If it was a gold light, you'd be alive right now.
And this is just so cheap that anything remotely gold colored he thinks is gold colored.
Yeah. So let's see. So that'll be 25 versus EAC.
A hit.
Okay, great. And I didn't do anything fancy with it, so that'll be 27 points of damage.
Okay, yes. Ouch. So you blast it with sonic energy. I've lined up all of my targets, it looks like, pretty well. So this one that is dazed, can it move at all? Or is it?
No, I think it loses its turn.
Dazed, yeah, unable to act normally. So I've got 3 to mess around with here. This one that you shot, the orange one, is going to, I think, fire back at you with a focused beam laser. So this one coming at you, Andis, with just a single attack. Ooh, that is going to be a hit against EAC. Womp. Oh boy, minimum damage, 7 points of fire. Womp womp. You can make an attack of opportunity. Actually, no. This one is just gonna. This one you're right on top of. Edros is gonna move kind of backwards, guarded step back. It is gonna shoot through its friends and you, so a little cover for Knack, but it's gonna go for Knack with its beam weapon. Ooh, your EAC, Drew.
24.
Oh, I've rolled 24 exactly, but you're getting a bonus from it shooting through some cover here, so that is a miss.
Yeah. I hope listeners can hear my victory dance.
This one right in front of Edros is going to try and slam into you.
Please do.
Big ol' arms. 19 on the dice. That's a hit. It's got guys don't do a ton of damage, but they can hit pretty hard. 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Ouchies, ouchies. That is their whole turn, bringing us bottom of the turn order. Raimi Quindar with a natural 2 on initiative.
Natural 2.
Not a fast one, this Raimi Quindar. It's funny because you're always at like the back of the party, and somehow that equates to you rolling last in the turn order. What you got, Miles?
All right, so I am going to cast Corrosive Haze at the
what's this
robot
now?
In the far back.
Sounds
Now,
like you just made this up for this certain circumstance.
If you remember from when we were talking about our awesome gets from leveling up, this is one of my new spells.
Corrosive Haze?
Yes. A 5-foot cloud of acid-resistant nanites continually converts nearby water vapor into deadly acid. You can create the cloud in the same square as a creature and move it up to 30 feet in any direction as a move action on your turn. If the cloud enters a square containing a creature, it can't move any further that round and deals 4d6 damage to that creature. The acid cloud also corrodes any unattended objects along its path, dealing them 4d8 damage. So basically, anything that gets hit with this guy gets 4d6 damage. So what I am going to do is cast it on the red dotted fellow in the very back of the room.
Yeah.
And then take my move action to attack the one Adraus is attacking.
So
That sounds awful dangerous for Adras.
You'll be fine.
No, as long as you don't enter that square, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I know he'll be fine. Does he know he'll be fine?
So if you create it in the square that creature is, it can't move any further that round, but that creature takes damage. So you can't hit 2 in the same round if what I'm reading here is correct.
Okay. So it has to be the next one. Okay, that's fine. Then I think that makes it create 4d8 if it's not being moved.
Yep. So you can go ahead and roll those.
Oh, right. I will.
A little token here for the acidic haze.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That looks really nice. I didn't think. Boop. Oh, wow, man. Didn't roll that great.
That is...
Yeah, it looked like one of the d8s hit an 8 that was on the ground and rolled into a 1.
So it's 14 points of damage.
I have a question. Does this take advantage of the get 'em that's on it right now?
Yeah, sure, because this is like kind of actively being moved around by
So
a boy.
Does that make it 15 or 16?
16.
16 points of damage. All right.
He does get a reflex save.
Oh, that is true. This is their worst, though. So I need the DC on this. Oh, is it only 19, the DC?
I believe so.
Okay, I need to roll a 16 or higher. Wah, wah, wah. Roll the 6. It has failed. So I'll try not to forget those reflex saves, but they gotta roll pretty good. I don't want them using all my good rolls. We are done with turn 1. Let's go on to turn 2. Lindravalis.
All right, I'm going to move down next to Andis and Stellar Bull Rush at the Amber. You like Amber better than Orange?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Amber's better.
Amber's better.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Stellar Bull Rush at the Amber robot. I can do that on an angle like this, right?
Yeah, sure. You got still a straight line there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And yeah, I am using the Bull Rush.
Okay.
So that's a 31 to hit.
That is, that beats it. KAC plus 8. Is that what we're trying to hit here?
Yeah, it'd be combat maneuvers.
Yes. Okay. What did you roll in total?
29, but then I was adding get 'em. Is that wrong?
No, you do. So 32 in total? 31. Okay. Okay. So KAC of 19. So plus 8 is 27. You've beaten it by 5 or more. I'm just going to say you blast him back 5 and another 10. And he is right on the edge. Is like in the middle of the containment barrier, nearly teetering off to fall into like hundreds of feet down.
Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing, guys?
That's a good thing. Knock it into the core of the planet.
If you had rolled a 15 on that d20. It would be gone forever.
So he also takes damage, right?
That is true. I'll roll the reflex save. It's failed the reflex save. So. Full bull rush damage. What's that damage?
So that's going to be, does this get him damage too?
Yep.
So 24.
Okay. It is still up, but yeah, teetering on the edge there. Edros Veronis, back to you.
When it's my turn and I don't have to move, it's full attack time. It's full attack time.
On grunts, yeah, it's full attack time.
Yeah, for flavor, we'll use both blades because it's more fun hitting things with a sword, a magma powered sword sealed by force fields. We'll keep that one. We'll keep that one for second though. We'll attack with the long sword first. That's going to be a a 34 to hit.
A hit.
Okay, another 2 1s and some real bad rolling by Adros. I'm going to blame Adros on this one. So 31 points of damage.
All right, it is still up.
Okay, well then it gets everybody's favorite magma blade. And the magma blade also rolls really well. So that's a 33.
Oh, rolled better on damage there. Max damage, right?
Yeah, that one's doing a much better with 29. 29 points of damage.
Yes, and with that, you are able to chop it in half. You kind of cut it, slash it sideways, and it got that magma line in it, and then just kind of the top sloughs off onto the ground.
Oh yeah, I imagine it's like anytime any Jedi cuts a robot with their lightsaber.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. It makes the sad robot worry noise like that one's dead. Knack Feldspar, back to you.
All right. Unfortunately, the red guy is immune to my ability here, but you know who's not?
Mm-hmm.
Good old-fashioned orange. I would like to try to use my Sovereign Helm on the orange robot.
Get out of my head, Charles! Let's see here. Make that will save, Patrick. Oh, no. That is a fail. 9 on the dice. That's a 16 in total. Oh, boy. So, yeah, you have, I believe, base control for this thing now. Give it a command, full stop, a move, or attack on the construct's next turn. You can decide how it attacks, what it does, and it is up to you.
Oh, I already have a plan.
Do you have move action?
Yeah, I would like to hit red guy with get him.
Okay, great. So this one that's in the caustic cloud.
Yes.
Been got. Now we're on to Andis 147.
So did the gold robot,
It's orange. It's very orange.
Had this discussion.
Burnt sienna. We'll say burnt sienna.
I'll take that. Sounds good.
So did it suffer any ill effects when it crossed into the containment barrier?
It looks kind of like it's being, like jostled, and there might be some electricity coursing through it, but maybe it's making it stronger because it doesn't seem to be, being blown up or anything like that.
Okay, so it's not like, it doesn't look like it's actively taking damage.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try to take control of red as my standard.
Oh man, all these will saves.
Yeah, keep making them.
Try it. Yay! This one I just made 14 on the dice, so it has resisted your advances.
That was a 21 on the DC.
Okay, just cool. 20.
All right.
Please let me take a turn, you guys.
I'm gonna take a battery out of my my belt or whatever, and I'm going to load it into my gun and point it. Looks like Nax got some ideas for the how would you say, sort of like a darker yellow color one.
It's like if you mix yellow and red together.
It's sort of like a yellow and red, but also like a fancier one. Like it reminds me of Versailles. So I'm gonna shoot at the green one instead.
Go right ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and overcharge this one. It's a low roll. How's a 20 do you?
It's got a little bit of cover from these computer banks. It's got a +2 to its EAC. EAC is only 18 though. That is a hit.
Yes!
Boosted damage.
Alrighty. All right, so that'll be 32 points of damage.
Okay, this is the first damage this guy's taken. It was shook on the previous turn, and you wombo comboed it with a sonic blast.
Mm-hmm.
That is your turn. Bringing me back to these folks' turn. This guy is indeed going to move out of the cloud of corrosive acid. Is going to move up onto Edros, try and make an attack. And I guess let me do this first. Drew, why don't you give me the orange ones under your controls action?
So the orange guy would like to move south about 10 feet.
Okay, so it can go out on the walls and climb along them, but it's not gonna jump out.
Oh,
or do
really?
anything.
Oh, it was going to be so cool.
I don't think you can do something.
Isn't that self-destructive?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sort of my idea too. Was just to try to get one to run out the containment field to see if it did any damage to it, and then if it didn't, I don't know, maybe just go jump.
So I can't make it jump out into the void. Lame.
I don't think you can tell. I don't think you can command something to do something that would cause it obvious harm.
I am not 3 laws safe, Tyler.
I think that's in the rules.
Yeah, that's part of the rules.
Okay.
Absolutely in the rules.
Well, I've never controlled anything before. All right.
I don't know if it is indeed in the rules, but it will do what you're doing unless, let's see.
I think it was
to the best of its ability, yeah. So I mean, it will indeed climb out there, but now it's just on the outside of the walls where it has the ability to kind of hang out. Do you have an action you'd like to do, Knack?
So you just made it farther away.
So it can fire still, right? So can it fire at red?
Oh, you already gave it its action. It does full stop, move, or attack.
Oh yeah, well there we go. It's done.
It does get another save on its, we'll call it on your next turn, to shake off this control, but I mean, you still have it under your control. Let's see here. Actually, no, it can, you know what it can do? If you say move out 10 feet, it does have a fly ability, so it's just going to fly out there.
There you go.
Just make it fly until its battery runs out, and then
Just realizing it has a move, a climb speed, and a fly. These guys are very mobile. These kids security bots. Okay, that's that one. These ones are going to make some attacks. This one will move on Alindra, the green one. Got 2 on Adros. Our frontline fighters taking some frontline damage against Alindra. First attack. Okay, that is a hit. 13 on the dice. KAC. Oh, actually, I should ask, what is your KAC these days?
27.
That is a hit for 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And I think this one's going to make a couple attacks against you, Tyler, because you destroyed its good friend. Wait, no. This one is dead, right? Yes, blue is dead. So its good friend is going to make a single attack against you. You hear it screaming in robot, Dan, no! Why would you do this? Hey, 18 on the dice.
They're really mad at me.
15 points of damage again.
So 5.
It's got these massive piston arms and just bludgeoning into Edros's fully armored chest. That is their turn, bringing us to Remy Quindar.
So one cool thing about corrosive haze is any creature that takes damage from the cloud takes 10 additional damage on its next turn.
Oh, that's an awful roll.
So that red guy gets 10 additional damage.
And that's not if you're standing in it. It's just
if you take any damage at the end of your next turn, you get 10 additional points.
Like caustic conversion, the spell it kind of lingers on. Cool. So that was this red one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna sacrifice my move action to control my little cloud.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go up on this little green guy.
Oh no! Roll some damage there. 4d6 again.
Well, this one's 4d6. I think the last one was 4d8, wasn't it?
Yes. I don't recall.
All right, so 15 points of damage.
Ouch! Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay.
Reflex save.
Oh gosh. Don't make me waste my good rolls. Nope, failed. Full damage on that one. Well, do you have a standard action for us, Mom?
You know what?
Sounds so excited. Please, calm it down. You know what?
I'm also gonna cast Magic Missile at the red guy.
Okay. Ooh, yikes.
Ooh.
So this will be just the first 2 dice rolls as you don't have a full action. Ooh.
That is
Sound
13
effects.
points damage.
Yeah. 13. Okay, so it is looking pretty hurt. All 3 of these are almost all half dead. Taking us to turn 3. At the top of turn 3, what have we done? Alindra Val is.
Yeah, so turn 3, you know what that means. And as I take a guarded step down, I make eyes at Adros and telepathically apologize.
Hey, he knew what this was.
No, listen. He
knew what the brakes were.
No. If she starts turn 3 above me, that's not fair.
Yeah, well, turn 2, you better move. Move
So
your
telepathically, Alindra says to Adros, "This is payback for that grenade back there."
and for whipping your Doshko at her.
Right, yeah.
It was like a day ago, so many episodes back. Nice revenge. All right, so we're
All right.
doing reflex rolls for some.
Yeah, and this is just
Solarian
a 10-foot range supernova. So I'm going to get both of the robots and Adros, but Andis should be safe.
Adros, watch your step.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Great.
Maybe can I tell it when you telepathically link to someone? Is it like a back and forth, or is it just a one way?
She makes it one way. She doesn't want to hear you.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Just let your finger do the talking.
No,
Starfinder salute.
no.
It's like getting a like a one-way text message that says SRY LOL.
yeah. It'd be more along the lines of like a clever girl line, where it's just
All
like,
right.
oh, I deserve this.
Roll some damage, Alindra.
All right.
Oh, natural one.
Oh, no.
Tyler.
I'm taking all of this damage.
Suck it up. You're fine. You're fine.
So are the red and the green lighted robots, though. And how much damage is that?
That is 37, unless it has get 'em. Does it have get 'em?
Not get him for damage.
No. Okay, so 37.
Okay. Oh boy. This red one is just hanging on by a thread, but you blast the green one out of existence. Plah. Oh, hold on. Plah. Blast against the wall. You're dead. Lots of damage there. And how's the Dross doing?
I mean, fine, but so because Adros has that holographic Sashimono, and it's got like a burning emblem of Saren Ray on it, and so for a second he forgets that that's holographic, so he thinks he's on fire, so he starts trying to like put it out, but it's just the Sashimono, so he's kind of freaking out.
Adros is dumb, guys.
Yes, he is.
Intubate. If we continue this campaign to past level 15, are you putting any more ability points in intelligence?
Nope, not a one.
Holding you to that. Okay, it is your turn, Tyler. Adros has just been blasted here, but the battlefield is narrowing. What do you want to do?
Adros will spend a swift action to try and put out the flames, and then realize that they are fake flames, and shoot eyes at Alindra, and then murder the crap out of this one robot.
Okay.
He's upset, so it's just going to be 2 longsword slashes. I'm sorry. First attack is a 32.
All right, it's very dead because it had 4 hit points. Yeah, you just slice and dice it. You know, there's multiple pieces of bot on the ground after this. So we've got 1 magma bladed, 1 longsworded, and 1 Solarian blasted out of existence. Knack Feldspar, there is still 1, and it is possibly under your control. It still is under your control. So what would you like to do?
Well, Guys.
My cloud.
Oh
too much.
well, I can't move it until it's its turn. So I have my full turn right now. So hey, get him, I guess. And you know what? You stupid robot. You got gunk on your vision circuit. Clever feint.
I forget if they're immune to mind affecting.
They were not when we fought them before, but it's been a few days.
Can you clever feint something that you are controlling?
I don't know. That's
Drew's just making stuff up over here.
You can just like make it stand perfectly still.
Again, I can do that on its turn, but not on my turn. So it's
Please.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we use this in the other episode, but they are immune to mind affecting constructs. This is mind affecting, right?
I guess I definitely used it in that fight. So oops, but yeah, it doesn't.
That's what that one improvisation was for.
It doesn't say that it's mind affecting. It just says that they have to have.
It's not. Wow.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this on the Discord actually.
Yes.
With some of our very astute friends. It's just sense dependent. Jeez Louise. Okay, so yeah, it's fainted for what it's worth.
Yay!
I think you guys got to roll a 1 to hit this thing at this point.
None of us can reach it, so I mean, for now.
If anybody just wants to hold an action, that would be fantastic.
You know who can reach it? And it's 147 if you move outside the containment field. It's your turn, Jabert.
I'm guessing that, let's say,
I can move the cloud.
trying to think if my blast will be able to get through that containment field. Do I know anything about containment fields? Can I make an engineering check?
Yeah, they basically are in place to stop energy from getting through. So you might be able to throw a slug through it, but it would soak up fire, cold, sonic damage.
I'll hang back.
Do you want to hold your turn?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll take off. Yeah, I'll hold my turn.
Knack, do you want to move this guy back into the room?
Yeah, let's victory lap this bad boy. What's the move range on this robot?
It's fly speed 30 feet, I believe.
Well, then we are going to move it right.
Oh,
here.
sorry. Its fly speed is only 20 feet.
Oh, then we're going to move it right here.
Boom. Okay, we got it. Here?
I would one to the left.
Moving up on Alindra.
Yes.
And so it comes back in. Jabert, finish the job.
Let's do it. What the heck? Let's go for broke. Let's boost and overcharge on this thing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, overkill.
The man gets so cocky when no ammo is ever wasted. So that is a hit.
All right. That'll be a 35 points of damage.
You needed a good amount of that. It had 29 left. So you bust it up. Pieces go splattering against the containment field. Some fall through. It is dead, and we are out of combat.
Adros moves over to the edge of the containment field and kind of looks down. He goes, "Well, I don't suppose we have any idea where she might have gone."
Yeah, you're not too sure. Do you guys want to make a perception check for me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Raimi, you get to the edge there. Oh, jeez. Natural. How many natural ones, Tyler, do you want to roll this up?
A lot.
All you can see, it is indeed a technological monstrosity here. It seems to be in the center of this large column that has got another huge cylindrical containment field that you can surmise is probably where whatever blend of magic and science the Kish used to create these cosmic strings and vibrate them at the right frequency to make gravitational waves. It's in that containment field. But elsewhere in this huge chamber that's, the size of like a small space station itself, there are a number of exhaust pipes spewing what looks like, coolant gases into the room, and one huge tunnel that kind of looks like it's going out towards the surface. And yeah, you're not too sure where she might have gone, but likely she has retreated someplace else in the facility or gone to the surface.
I bet she's gone back to her ship. Maybe we should head there and try and cut her off.
Can we use these computers to maybe lock down the docking bay to prevent her from leaving?
Let's see. If you want to spend some time doing that, you can. It'll probably take a bit, but yeah, these computers, besides the one that Raimi destroyed with an acidic haze of corrosive acid, it does look like you can take over some base functionality.
I mean, and his buddy, this seems right up your alley if you're up for it. Otherwise, we better get to stepping.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about that data pad she took off with. It's probably not good.
So it was a circuit board. You know that is what they came here for. We're looking for. Osteth fried a circuit board back on Gate 1. They came looking for a replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds to me like she went to the surface in order to get back to her ship.
Well, her ship's
because
not
we were
on the
blocking the
surface.
way.
Her ship's
Well,
not
I
on-
know. No, but it's down in the docking bay, but we were blocking her path to get back to the docking bay. So we need to get to the ship. I mean, she has to be headed toward her ship. Otherwise, how is she going to get off planet?
Yeah. Patrick, what tier computer is this?
I think like most of the other ones in the Kish bases, I think it's 4 or 5, if memory serves.
All right. Let's just keep moving.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Sure. Where do we want to go?
I think we should go disable their spaceship to keep them from taking off.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
Classic pirate tactics.
As you all get back to this room that branches off, you see the 3 elevators. Go ahead and make me another perception check. Oh man, every one of these, I'm just like, how's Raimi rolling so well?
I know. I'm rolling rocks when it comes to things that don't matter.
Rolling great
Well,
on initiative.
this could matter.
Yeah, but everyone else is rolling pretty well for perception, so it's not like it's a big get for the old Raimster.
As you guys are rushing towards the north-facing elevator, you do indeed, Miles, see a smear, like a mark on the door leading to the eastern elevator where you've left your ship. Fingerprints in a blue android coagulant.
I think
Sorry.
she's headed for.
Take 2.
Bronk.
Guys, I think she's headed towards our ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
we should go.
That's really bad. Yeah, that's
That's
really
bad.
bad.
Yeah. Don't worry, the goblins will hold her off.
maybe we should call them and tell them.
Yeah. While we're in the elevator, I'm just like on the comm unit, just being like, "Do not open up the doors for anyone. We're on our way. Don't open the doors."
So yeah, you press the button to head back up. You know it's about 1.5 minutes to get all the way back there. It seems like there's some kind of signal jammer. At least
Oh, God.
there is no response from the Drift Rider.
Alindra, we should once the doors open, we should activate our haste circuits so we can get there all the quicker.
Good idea.
As the elevator rises to the top, you feel vibrations reverberating through the shaft, and you hear a distant explosion. And as soon as the elevator reaches the top, the doors open, and you see the Drift Rider's engines blasting full power. And from the front of the vehicle, you see the torpedo launcher moving into a launch position, and then everything goes bright white. And then there's a huge as a wave of atomic fire ripples across the room. It is a point-blank shot against the doors of the hangar bay. You all are blinded momentarily by this blast as a small tactical nuke obliterates the door to the facility, and the Drift Rider just immediately starts accelerating through this hole into the exit of the planetoid. Do you guys know what time it is?
It's time to steal somebody else's ship.
It's
Time?
It's reflex save time.
Oh no.
Alindra,
You're
watch
about
your
to
step.
You're about to get hit by an A-bomb. It's going off on the other side. There's a massive hangar, and while it is focused on the doors, the radiated fire wave blowback is gonna hit you. Oh my gosh, Drew. Ooh, natural 20.
I hid behind a dross.
Oh boy. Raimi, not great. And that is a fail for Raimi and Alindra.
Can I use my reroll?
Oh, your birthday reroll. This is what you want to use it on?
You want to use it now to not get blown up by a nuclear bomb? What a waste!
Yes, please go right ahead.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Happy
birthday! You get a new character. Natural 1. I wish natural 1s were double damage on a fail, but that's not how it works.
Patrick, what was the DC?
The DC of this was a 20, DC 20 reflex save. So both Miles and Lendra have still failed. Yeah, no, shooting into CRB atomic weapons against small folk, NPCs and the like, is frowned upon for the most part. But you guys are not being targeted by this atom bomb. It was hundreds of feet away. You're getting a good deal of the blowback, though.
It was to crack open the door to the outside, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but I mean,
if this had been a direct fire on you, it's around 200 damage somewhere in there.
Oh.
So you're getting just a little bit. The elevator is giving you a good amount of cover. So it is 24 points of fire damage for Alindra and Raimi, and then 12 for everyone else. Kid stuff, right? But unfortunately, that is not the end of this fun time, as now air from the facility is rushing out of this hole. Fire, smoke, and it is dragging you all out of the elevator, so it's time for some skill checks to avoid being sucked outside.
nah.
No.
Mag boots.
Good time. Oh, well, will you have the ability to enact them? You did not turn them
I just like click my heels. They're just like click, click, boom.
Yeah, I've got jump jets.
Knack uses his tail to push the door close button on the elevator. But he has to push it like 10 times.
You all, I believe no one had activated any kind of flying abilities, so you can either choose an acrobatics or an athletics check. And roll that for me, see if you indeed can save yourself in the elevator. Oh man, Lindra with a 36?
Oh no!
Whoa! Ooh, some bad rolls over here.
Plus 13 to acrobatics.
Yeah, so the only one that catches herself is indeed Alindra Velis. Everyone else moving out a good bit, being sucked out of the room. Rebecca, you can just grab on to the edge of the elevator. Is there something that you would like to do, Alindra would like to do? I'll give you the first in this initiative order.
I have no idea. My friends have been blown away from me.
And this waves goodbye.
You're being sucked out in the vacuum, Al.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, I can't go down in the elevator because my friends are gone.
Use your gravity abilities to save Knack.
I can't reach out and grab someone while they're floating away.
So unfortunately, no, not with this. You can. Do you have a jetpack? You can try and fly to someone.
No.
All right. No, there's not too much, as they are getting sucked rapidly away from you.
Alindra waves goodbye.
I will give you a little hint, a little reminder of what's to come here. Soon you will not be able to breathe, very shortly. So you can activate your environmental protections as a standard.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, yes, you can. Let's see here. Ed Ross, you said you want to try and activate boots as you're being flown across the room here. Is there another plan?
It'd be a move action to do so.
You're in the air right now, being flown across the room, though.
Well, I was hoping I could activate them before I was dragged screaming from the elevator.
Unfortunately,
I did not have the chance to do so.
You're not faster than an A-bomb.
I'll try and activate my environmental protections, of course.
Okay.
Other than that, I can't fly. Don't have jump jets. Don't have a jetpack. So
hey, these ain't flying boots. They're mag boots.
Yeah, pretty much. I've got my haste circuit. Mm-hmm. I've got my force field going. That's cool.
Yeah, so that soaked up some of the damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then what about Knack? Any action? You'll get a free, another chance to grab onto something as you're being sucked out. But right now, is there something you'd like to do?
Is it a swift action or a standard action to activate my jetpack?
I believe it could be part of a move action.
Okay. What about, because I'm 5 feet away, or I'm adjacent to Adras, can I grab him? Do I have the action economy to grab him, activate my environmental protections, and turn on my jetpack?
I'll allow it, because Adras didn't really do much, but it'll make make flying a lot more difficult, holding on to a 300-pound Vesk. They specifically, oddly, warn against that in the user manual. Just like 200-pound Vesk, fine, but get up into those 300s. Pretty rough.
I just kind of want to push him towards the ground to see if I can get his boots to grab onto something.
So that will require a standard action, but I'll allow you to do that as an easy attack roll to push him down.
I don't think he doesn't know. Wow. All right. I'm too fat.
Yeah, you got to push him. You've rolled a natural 2, and you just
Natural 2?
just start spinning him around like a kebab on a spit. But you are moving with your jetpack now.
Yes.
And it's 147.
I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna reach out and try to grab Knack and Ramey's hands, since we're all sort of in a line 5 feet from each other. Try to reach out and grab those two knuckleheads and turn on my boots too, and try to add my jet boosty power to Knack's.
Okay, linking arms, as it were. Make me an attack roll. See if you can grab onto these guys as you're flying through the air. You just roll me a d20.
Okay. 13 plus stuff.
Yeah, no. Plus your, I would say dex even for this. Try and like grab a pant leg, grabbing and a Soki ear. You guys, you're getting thrown out together almost all at the same time. Ramey, do you have an action?
I have a question.
Oh boy.
The sides here of the docking bay, like right here, is there stuff to grab onto?
It's pretty smooth, the sides. There might be some boxes and things that are like flying past you, but it does look like there are grates and things you can kind of grab onto on the floor, maybe the ceiling.
Some grates that I can grab onto?
Yeah.
Then I want to spend an RP to teleport to that grate.
All right, that's going to give you a little boost here, and now can I get everyone except Alindra to make another athletics, or if you've activated that sweet jetpack, a fly check. Be a little bit easier with the jetpack adding into it.
Fly is acrobatics.
Yes, fly check, or acrobatics are kind of unaided if you the jetpack.
So fly is acrobatics?
Yeah. Right. Oh, I draw so low the roll. Getting a little boost from Knack trying to grab onto you. Knack, I think you're the only one to have succeeded here. People are trying to hold on to you, but you guys have the option of dragging Knack back or letting go, because I believe Andis, Ramey, and Hedros, yes, we all sub 20, are being dragged out again.
Did I need to... Oh, this is to be dragged out again? Because I was wondering if I'm grabbing onto a grate, do I need to...
A 13 on that acrobatics check, even knocking off 15 the DC is not enough to grab it. You're like scrabbling.
Okay.
And still being dragged out of the room.
So is he like is Ramey like just bumping along the wall now?
I mean, all of you guys are, yeah. But Knack, are you trying to go with these guys, or you want to be left alone?
Yeah, I'll let Knack go.
Wee! It draws Ramey and it's moving to the back of the room. So moving a lot of distance here, 10 feet, and that is just going to blast you out of the docking bay. You're going to take a little bit of damage hitting the craggy remains of the door, the irradiated metallic kind of slag here, and take some more damage here. Rolled pretty weirdly average here. 4-1-4 on 5d6. So Andis, Hedros, and Ramey, that's 14 points of, I believe, bludgeoning damage. So you're buffeted against those doors, hitting the jagged metal. And now in this dark corridor beyond the docking bay, you are in vacuum. If you haven't activated those environmental protections, begin to suffocate. For 3 more damage. Ramey and Hedros, you haven't activated protections yet, right?
I told you I did.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. Ramey, another 3 points of damage. But yeah, now you're just kind of floating out in space. The rest of the atmosphere is sucked out behind you, but there's no more danger at the moment. Your suits are kind of clicking violently about the radiation, the background radiation here, but I believe everyone's armor is going to soak up most of this. Still want to move on out of here as you are lost in space without your ship, burnt, beaten, and bruised. You guys can collect yourselves again.
Can I clarify something?
Yes.
Didn't we travel through like miles of tunnel?
Yes, it took about an hour, I believe.
Yeah, so like we're not really we're still like deep into the planet, right?
Like, yes.
Okay, yeah. So we can still see the docking bay. Now all we have to do is like slowly tugboat back over to.
Yes. Well, you have a jetpack, so you can scoop up a Vesk and a Raimi and move back
very slowly. Putter back.
Yeah. No, just a little dangerous being buffeted against those doors, and if someone was unconscious, suffocation, mostly kills you immediately. But you guys are okay. No one's downed.
Oh, that didn't. I think I took maybe 10 damage in all of that. So.
Oh well, whoop-de-doo. Next time I'll have the atomic missile hit you in the forehead. That's what you want, Tyler.
That would be more dangerous.
We could have used that in the Halloween episode.
Remy definitely needs a nap.
We don't have time for a nap. We have to steal a ship and get going. I am super, super upset about this.
We booby-trapped the wrong elevator.
Yeah, I guess we should have taken a cue from the cultists and guarded our ship better. Oops.
They set up a whole defensive perimeter. There's people guarding the elevator.
I figured the goblins would pick up a gun and do something.
They're still level 1 goblins. We haven't leveled them up at all. You guys haven't swapped out your characters with the goblins so they can share some XP. That was an option? No, it was not.
Did not think so.
Imagine the goblins on Istamak trying to power level up. Taken out in one hit.
I mean, yeah. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about the other characters, but Adros would be fuming. He's already had one spaceship stolen from him in his lifetime, and that made him upset back then. This is only like just infuriating him.
What spaceship was that?
I guess it was the spaceship he stole from the Vesk military, but
yeah, you get what you deserve. And you stole this one from the Driftroth, the Garakagol. That was its spaceship.
That's why it was on the spaceship when we flew away. It's like, this is my home.
What are you doing? My rock collection.
Yeah, so he's stolen 2 spaceships and he's lost 2 spaceships. He's pretty upset about this.
Coming out even.
Next slaps Adrost in the face with his tail. Do you know all my stuff was on that?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Does Knack slap Adros with Adros's tail or your tail?
Both.
Okay, because I'm about to say that's a big difference. One's like a and the other's like whomp.
I was about to say.
Oh, did I not buy a tail blade? Oops.
Raimi is none too happy for being beaten and irradiated and tossed around, but he's also extremely concerned about his Pronkin dog.
Yeah.
Alindra is relieved that she brought Zodi with her.
Oh, good. Zodi came with us.
Oh yeah. How did Zodi fare in the nuclear bomb?
Oh no.
Zodi's underneath her armor. She had full cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team's falling apart because Zodi is fine. Yeah, let's go.
We need something to eat.
Well, because my goblins are like on board with that psycho.
Yeah, it's true. Zodi didn't explode, but we still gotta get a ship.
Oh boy. Please never say that again.
never again.
Yeah,
I quit the podcast.
I can just move you guys all to that one. Move yourself into the northern elevator. I imagine that's where you want to head out to next.
Adros is pushing the up button just furiously, just like over and over and over again.
Why do I feel like we're going to get the Geo Metro of spaceships at the top of this elevator?
Yeah.
Well, this is what you see when you get to the top of this elevator a minute and a half later. Thwom.
Whoa.
Oh. It is indeed a similar looking ship, something you've seen before, but not a long time. It is a craft, a very small shuttle, very similar to the make and model of the Ringworks vessel, the Hippocampus, that you took on your way out to the Acreon all those many months ago.
Did that one have a skull and spikes on it?
This one's a little different.
Oh, okay.
The hippocampus had a few less blood red and jet black streaks and less spikes.
This one was painted by a 15-year-old listening to way too Linkin Park.
I was gonna ask, did they just stick us with like a tier 1 ship?
Oh yeah,
just like a Scooty Puff Jr.
back from the CRB. This is a Ringworks model vessel, not a high CR. And as you all exit the elevator, a lone figure, a solitary human, steps out from beneath the wing of the craft. It's a human cultist in heavy spiked armor, wears a bandana on his lapel.
Oh, guys, watch out. He's got a bandana.
Bandana with diasporan pirate symbols all over the side of it.
I thought I could not get angrier. Apparently, I was wrong.
He's got a large swoop hammer, and as he steps forward, he chuckles and says, Edros Varanus, the coward pirate of the Vescarium.
You calling me a coward? That is a laugh.
This is indeed someone you have not seen in years, since he led a revolt against you and your crew on the Dauntless. It's your mutinous first mate, Sonros.
Yep.
Bringing out all the hits in this episode, and he says, I should have killed you when I had the chance, Edros. Not have left you for dead on Hycax. But now I get the chance, thanks to Null-9. It's time we fought. Let's go.
You know, I was a little bit upset about being blown up by my comrade, blown out an airlock, and hit by a nuke. But now that you're here and I get a chance to finally kill you, I am quite happy.
Oh, yeah. So pulls out this swoop hammer, readies it, and as he does, a pair of vicious shades drop down from the wings of the plane.
Oh, fucking shades.
Yeah, we didn't have enough of these guys. It's more shade time. It's initiative roll time. Let's make some more. Roll the 19. GM feeling good. Yeah.
Oh boy. Roll an 8.
What is happening? You're like 19, 20 on perception checks.
It's just that rotten Raimi luck.
Alrighty, we are in initiative turn order. Everyone here has rolled their dice. I've rolled mine. I've rolled really well for Sonros, the mutinous cultist. So he's gonna make a charge right up against Edros. I think it's time for some one-on-one combat. Let's see what happens here. He's coming at you. He looks pretty well equipped. And you notice maybe some similar fighting styles he's aped from you. And as he gets closer, you can tell underneath the spikes and the war paint, he's wearing the armor he took off you all those years ago. It's Veska Overplate Mark II that he took off you years ago when he kicked you off the Dauntless.
All the things that make you strong, you stole from me, Sonros, and I'm gonna take it back.
It's funny you mention that because he is using soldier fighting style of blitz. So he's coming at you with a very similar attack.
He also, I guess you guys can all hear him. He just says,
Leave Sonros to me. Nobody touch him.
Oh, geez. Getting serious. Let's make this attack roll.
go for it. This is gonna be
Oh yeah!
Natural 20.
Let's go!
Are you not entertained?
This is gonna be a knockdown bloodbath.
It's not good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, dude. The swoop hammer's critical hit is knockdown. You probably just blasted me.
Right, so brings the swoop hammer down on your head. Roll some dice here. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. 88 points of bludgeoning in one swing. Natural 20. And you are knocked to the ground. Everyone else sees Edros on the floor of the hangar bay. As that happens, the two shades move in behind it. This one's gonna move over straight up into Alindra, Andis, and Raimi's grill. This one's gonna move around the backside. It's got a double move, but it's gonna get right up next to Knack Feldspar. That is actually, no, this one gets an attack. So let's see here. And of course, is going to go after Raimi. Quindar with an EAC attack. What is your EAC of this? It's got an incorporeal touch. It kind of reaches through your armor.
My EAC 26.
I have hit 26 exactly.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Rolling a D6. All right, 8 points of incorporeal damage. And we are on to Edros Veronis.
Okay, I think the force field is done after it's soaked up some of that critical hit. But I still have the haste. I think I have 2 rounds of the haste circuit left. And I'm going to... I mean, Edros is on the ground. So I think the first thing he's going to do is... he's going to stand up. I'm assuming I can't stand up in such a way that doesn't probably provoke some attacks here.
Nope, standing up does not provoke. Moving out of a square does.
Oh, okay. I would have thought just clumsily standing up after getting a definite concussion would cause a problem.
It is a move action.
Okay, that is fine. So we'll spend the move action to stand up, and then he's kind of shaken up. Maybe he wasn't ready for to be attacked by someone who is using his own techniques. Sonoros is stealing everything from him. But he wants to retaliate. So he's gonna attack back.
With what weapon?
Let's do the ultra thin longsword.
All right, slice
Here it comes.
back. Oh, it wanted to be a 22.
31.
31 is a hit against KAC.
All right. 39, so he gets a good lick in.
Ow. Ooh. Okay, so that is Edros's full turn. Alindra, we're back to you.
All right. I'd like to take a full attack
No.
against the shade.
What have I done? I forgot about this last time. No.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy, their AC is so low.
All right, so that's a 20. Let's see,
19.
20 to attack.
Flashing strikes. It's -3 for each. So
Correct.
what'd you roll?
So 20 to attack.
Yes. So your lowest one is a hit.
Awesome.
I beat these guys up too. It's like these are the strong shades that they kept in.
Oh, shades.
No,
That's gonna
2
do.
hits.
So that's gonna do 34 damage with photon attunement.
Yes, that is. That is a lot of damage. All right, so you slice into this thing. You've got the Ghost Killer fusion on, so all of that's going through.
Yep.
Second attack?
That's going to be less, so 17.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, that is a miss. There's so much.
She was distracted by Edros,
on my back.
clearly having some trouble over there.
Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, this one's alive. Knack Feldspar, we're on to you.
Edros, don't be a moron. Kill this guy so we can get our ship back. Please, kindly, get him. You know what? Get all of them.
Ooh, get them all.
So, spending that RP.
yeah.
And you, moron, do you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with Edros pronking Veronis. I've seen this guy take down monsters 5 times your size. Clever feint. And I'm going to add my expertise to that.
Ooh, because that's not going to be enough. Oh, a 6 on the expertise side. That will be enough. I was about to say that this is like one of the few folks that has sense motive as a skill that I've made up for him. But is that a 32 in total?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, then he has failed, and you catch him off guard. Maybe he's switching grips on his swoop hammer to make another attack as you're feinting an attack in his direction. Make him flinch. Andis, 147, we're on to you.
Let's see. I am going to just move sort of through past that shade.
Okay, gets an attack. Opportunity against your EAC +4 for mobility.
So that'll be 29.
Come on, high rolls. Natural 2, that's a miss.
Yay!
Natural 2.
Hooray! Okay, great. So I've taken a move action to sort of
Clear yourself
away.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to just turn around and level this here disruption rifle at the shade.
Ooh, okay. So that's one that.
Well. Oh, hey, but he's gotten. So 20.
Oh boy, that's a hit.
Yes! Oh, boy.
No, I wish you didn't get everybody because it would have been a miss. 18. 3 on the dice. Okay, what's that damage?
That's going to be 24 points of damage.
Okay, so half that, 12.
Mm-hmm.
It is still up, but it is hurting majorly. Wish I had 5 or 6 more of these guys. Maybe you could do something then. But it is now Raimi's turn. Miles, we're on to you.
So Raimi is going to. He's got this guy right next to him. He is going to take an RP and teleport right over next to Andis. Because he didn't like being close to these shades. They're not nice to him. They're not fun guys. And then he's going to cast Magic Missile at the gentleman that Andis just shot.
So the same shade, full damage from this.
17 points of damage.
19.
Ooh.
19 points of damage.
No, I gotta do Mario.
Right.
Jeez. It had exactly 19 hits. Woohoo, baby! Oh boy, you guys near full damage to these incorporeal creatures. I don't like it. So this one, shimmers out of existence. You hear unearthly moans and screams as it makes a nice grease mark on the ground. It's gone. And that is good because we're right back to the enemy's turn. We've got one more of these shades and Sonros with the swoop hammer. He's gonna try. He's gonna try and make a couple attacks versus Edros. He's like, "Why won't you stay down?" Got a good attack, but oh boy, I don't know about these. All right, let's make 2 attacks. Ooh, it's gonna be a 6. So this first one, 10 on the dice. I think that is going to be a miss. Sadly. Oh, you know what? No, he can't make 2 attacks.
He's
It's
flat-footed.
unwieldy.
No, this thing is indeed unwieldy because it's so big. Okay, so single attack. What's your KAC?
29.
I've rolled a 28. That is a miss.
Yes. That was close.
Alrighty, so he's taken some damage. You see him use another similar soldier fighting technique. He's steeling himself. You see the fire in his eyes. Using that keep fighting technique. Yeah. I rolled very average dice on that. So get some hit points back, or some stamina, I should say. Okay, so we do still have one other shade here, and it is on top of Knackfeld Spar. Comes in with a ghostly touch, and you're able to dodge and jump out of the way because I've rolled a 3 on the dice. Pretty sure that misses your EAC. So that is their turn, bringing us back to Edros Veronis. On to you.
Dross is going to...
Kiss him!
Yeah, kiss and make up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's totally going to happen. No, Dross is just going to try and bring both blades. Get him is still active on everything.
Yep.
So he feels invigorated, and I was thinking about trying to use the same technique of keep fighting, but I think he's just so he's just caught up in everything right now, and so he just doesn't. He's like thrown tactics to the wind. He's just wildly attacking with both blades at this point.
Right.
Trying to bring his betrayer down for good. So longsword to you, my good sir. First attack is going to be, that's going to be a 29.
That is you've rolled the same 14 on the dice. It looks like that is a hit.
All right, 34 points of damage.
Let me clarify that.
36 points of damage.
Sonoros is a meaty guy, and you're barely scratching the surface. You're cutting through some armor, but he looks like he's got a lot of fight left in him.
Okay, and then the magma blade is coming in to cut deep. Natural 1.
Yay!
This makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're all out attack. You're not caring how you place your sword slashes.
Pretty much.
Oh boy, rolling for critical fail on our website, cosmiccrit.com/critical-fail-deck/. You can find it on our right-hand sidebar if you want to use it in your home game. I love it so much.
Just get to the bad news, please.
Boom, boom, boom.
Maybe it's good news.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh boy. Gut punch. Your clumsy movements provide an opening for the enemy to knock you directly in the gut. Sonros takes the butt of his swoop hammer and just knocks the wind out of you. You take no damage, but you gain the sickened condition for 1d4 rounds. Do you want to roll that?
What?
Why am I always sickened or nauseated or any of this
Just have a
garbage?
sensitive tummy.
What is it about this planet?
Go ahead and roll me a d4, Tyler.
1.
All right, so 1 turn of singing. I think you'll survive that.
Yeah.
But that is a miss. Alindra
Who
Vallis.
submitted that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to give full credit to Ilenia. And I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Alinea.
No save. You are just sickened.
All right.
Yeah, Rebecca,
Alin-
it is your turn.
Yeah, Alindra's going to squeeze in between Adras and Knack and go to the other side of the shade.
Okay, that will provoke an attack of opportunity from both
fine.
of them. Oh,
Wait, no, not from him because he's flat-footed, right?
Oh, yeah, that is true. Sonros is maybe making that non-reaction gut punch, but no other reactions until the end of next turn, right?
Until the end of my turn.
Yeah, you just did it last turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yep. So the ghost, the shade gets a attack, but it probably misses. What's your EAC?
27.
Your EAC is 27 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss. 6 on the dice.
Great.
Go ahead and it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to just attack this with my solar weapon. Am I flanking with Knack?
Fortunately, Knack still not rocking melee weapons out.
All right, cool.
Need that tail blade.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a tail blade. Next time we're in a port, buying a tail blade.
So that's 27 to attack,
Hit.
and that'll be 38 damage.
Gosh. Okay, it's nearly destroyed.
That should be 30. Actually, 2 with photon. That should be 40 damage because Get 'em is still active.
Oh, get him is still active? Then yeah, 40.
Oh boy. It's up. It is nearly bloodied as you've cut out half of its necrotic energy that makes up its billowing mass. With that brings us to Knack Felspar.
Knack looks at this chump attacking Adras and says, "Get him!" And you know what? We're gonna spend that RP again just because I got him. And
Okay, so someone thinks they get to rest at some point.
if he got it, flaunt it. And he hasn't made an attack in a while. He's gonna quick draw from a cheek pouch his Hailstorm Zero pistol, point it squarely at this shade, and attack.
Go ahead and make me that roll.
That is
That
a
is-
31 to hit
That is indeed a hit.
for 10 damage.
Low roll, but every little bit counts. He is still up, but now is unhappy at you shooting into his back as well. And it's 147. We're on to you, Jabert. Your turn.
All right, yeah. I'm going to run past old Stinky Lips.
Okay.
Sonros?
yes.
That's the one, yeah. And I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? Ugh, I gotta reload. So I'm just gonna reload.
That old moving sideways reload you hear about. That's okay, because that brings us to the bottom of the turn order again. Raimi, Quindar, trailing behind.
Gonna fire a magic missile at the shade.
Oh no, how many of these do you have? Too many magic missiles. He had 7 hit points left.
Yes!
All 3 of those.
Boom, boom, boom.
Battering him out
Call
of
me the
existence.
Ghostbuster.
You wear no shades. So that is it for them. Once again, knocking out one of these before the start of the turn, where they would get a chance to attack again. So now it's just Sonros. Sonros taking on Edros. He's gonna make one giant attack with this hammer. Boom! 13 on that dice. That is a hit.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness! Almost max
roll.
damage on this swoop hammer. 59 points of bludgeoning damage. Thwomp brings it down, nearly crushing your shoulder. You can feel bones breaking, scales disintegrating under that hit. And we're back to you, Edros.
All right, Adros is going to. He's actually going.
Is Adras sickened this turn?
Yes, just for this turn though.
So it's just a -2 to a bunch of things.
Oh, okay.
and he is going to just keep going. He's like getting hit is just causing him to just get angrier and angrier, and
it doesn't make you more accurate.
Nope. And so he doesn't have the force field anymore. He doesn't have the haste circuit anymore. He's just enraged and just slamming this guy with as much as he can. But he wants to. This is just going to be 2 long swords. He's gonna try and come in with a long sword and then fake with the magma blade, but actually come back in with a long. Ooh. First attack is probably a miss. That's only going to be a 19.
That is a miss.
Yep. Second attack. Come on, big guy. Oh, that's probably a miss too. That's I don't think that's going to be a 21.
No, both of these are misses. He's juking out the way. And 4 and a 6 on the dice. Alindra Valis, you see Edros doing pretty bad in this combat, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Alindra heard him say not to touch this guy, but we're on a time crunch and we can't be sitting around waiting for him to take his sweet revenge on this guy. So she's gonna get in flanking position and swing her solar weapon at this pronking pirate. That's a 33 to attack. 35 to attack.
Succeeding where Edros could not. That is it.
So that's going to do 32 points of damage. 34 with get him?
I believe improved get him is still active. Yes.
With that attack, 34. The slice across his back, it does look like he's slowed down a bit, weakened perhaps. You just see these slashes getting through his armor, and now they begin to flow freely with human blood spilling onto the bottom of the hangar bay here. Knack Feldspar, onto you.
Of course. The trademark. Get him. And, hey, buddy, looks like you're bleeding. You okay? Clever feint.
Ooh. Oh, we're gonna need that expertise.
Add that expertise. Ooh, that is a 26.
That is a fail. Oh! DC 27. Get that out of my house, Drew. Yeah, I know.
Mac has never failed one of those checks, and it hurts me personally.
Yeah, no, this guy's pretty beefy. Will that come into effect? We'll have to see. But next it is Andis 147. Reloaded.
Yes, reloaded. Is Edros actively bleeding at this point?
Taking HP damage.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm like messed up.
All right. You just never say these things.
I mean, do the math. I mean, you heard the numbers.
I know, but I've also heard you laugh at things that killed me.
Yeah,
everyone thinks you have.
Did I laugh at those
500
numbers?
SP.
Based on how you react in other fights, we literally don't know how much SP and HP you have.
I could never begin to guess like what your whole situation is.
10 million, 5 million, we don't know. It's like science can't prove it.
It's like single hits that would drop me, and you're just like, that did 5 points of damage. And I'm just like, hate that guy.
Edros, he's such a jerk.
And so I'm gonna move over behind Edros and activate my quick release sheath and pop out a healing serum Mark II and stick it in Edros's shoulder.
The old flanking attack with the serum.
Exactly. So that's 1d6 piercing damage and
what?
And I'm unconscious.
We could go ahead and roll that HP back.
Tyler?
Oh, do you want Tyler to roll it?
Yeah.
No, Andis, you're the one doing it, bro.
Okay. Is it 3 or is it 2? I don't even remember.
3.
3d8. 3d8.
Cool. So far, so good. 8 so far. Pretty good.
6. 4. Diminishing returns.
Even Steven.
Still a good amount.
Yes, so that's going to be 18 points total back to Edros.
All right. Got some HP back.
Mm-hmm.
And next is Remy Quindar.
Remy Quindar is going to fire X-Gen at the pirate.
Alrighty. That KAC attack.
Ooh. That's a miss.
6 on the dice, yeah. So you light him up. All these bullets just go plink, 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 bouncing off the Vesk overplate. And it is turn number 4. You see him laughing as he darted steps back and calls out to Adros mockingly. Do you need this Lashunta to fight your battles, Vesk? Bringing the swoop hammer down on Alindra Valis. Ooh.
I like how you breathed in. Like, what did you think he was good?
17. 17 on the dice. That's a hit. Roll some d10s.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my luck has run out on rolling near max damage, so that is only 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Edros, we're back to you.
Man, dang, he stepped away. And I don't have the haste circuit anymore. Yep, move in, stab a guy. That's what he's about right now, and he's just
about that stab life.
Yeah. So he moves in. He's just like, "Where's the Dauntless, Sunrose? Where's my ship?" And he's just gonna try to stab him with a longsword. 24.
Ooh, yeah, with get 'em against KAC, that's a miss.
Yep. Roll the 5. So that's a 4, a 6, and a 5.
Not
your listeners.
Doing great. Alindra Valis, we're back to you. Are you keeping up the attack? This guy is right on top of you now.
Yeah, so I am fully attuned. However,
so blowing up Adros again.
Yeah, I don't want to kill Adros. So
if you guarded step, does that take him out of the range?
So I was going to ask, can I guarded step and get in flanking position?
Yeah, behind Sonros with Adros.
Yeah.
You can.
So I'm going to do that and swing my solar weapon. We'll see. That's a 26 to attack.
26 is
28.
With get him. That is actually a hit.
Oh yay!
36
Good.
damage.
So 38 damage with photon.
Oh boy. Okay. So bringing the Solarian blade back down on his side, score another pretty major hit. But he's still up and very angry at you. Knack Feldspar, we're on to you now.
Adros, please. I know this guy, you have some personal beef with this guy. Just get your head together, man, and get him. And you know what, you fleam head, you got a target painted right on your chest. Do you know this? Clever feint.
Ooh, that'll do. 30.
We're gonna have to have a fan contest to come up with some one-liners for Drew on Clever Feint.
Oh boy. Because Drew is running dry.
I've already used shoes untied. I've already used there's something behind you.
Did you spill some mustard on your shirt? I'm not Feldspar.
We had the TP on the shoe last session.
30 bluff check. He is flat-footed, bringing us to Indus 147.
Does this guy have any technological items on him that I can
see? Fortunately, he's looking pretty analog. The swoop hammer, you do know, is indeed not powered, not electronic in any way. It's just a big old hammer.
Yeah, I'll try to whack him with a stick.
What?
Jabber, what are you doing, bro?
You're moving into melee range.
I love it. He's gonna hit him with a baton.
Yeah, I want to play.
Oh, this is
Here we are. No tracking yet. I still haven't tracked this fool.
Man, so much for Supernova. Everybody's like right next to me.
Here we go.
You before.
Oh no!
Natural one. Letting the fun go around. Bert was like, Tyler, you don't get to roll the natural ones on melee attacks. I want in on this fun.
I was like, I'll show you some bludgeoning damage, and I just threw my baton across the room.
So this is a fun one, submitted by Rabbit. It's called Slippery Situation. Loose grip. It's been a while maybe since you've used the baton. You do hit as intended, so you bring this baton down on his head, just crack, and it like bounces off basically. It does 1 point of damage. I'm writing that down. And I need you to make a reflex save to see if you can hold on to it, or it has slipped from your hand to a space within 5 feet.
And just watch your step.
It's fine.
Yeah. You like juggle it a little bit, but then like grab it.
Haha!
Oh my goodness.
So watch your step on that now. Now everyone make a reflex save. No, that's Andis' turn. Raimi, we're back to you.
Raimi is. Oh no, because Andis is right in the way. So he's not going to cast Arcing Surge. Taking another shot with the rifle.
All right, X-Gen gun. Dagga dagga.
Classic.
Even worse than last time.
This is not my session.
Yeah, oh boy. You need to stick with those things that don't roll d20s, apparently.
No kidding.
All right, back to turn 5 with Sonros. He's got 3 targets now. Who's he going to attack? Let's roll randomly, because everyone technically has been doing some damage to him. Technically speaking. Technically, he hates Andis 147. 2 smashes Android face in, make an attack, swoop hammer. Oh, natural 2.
Natural 2!
Boom,
baby.
I can roll bad too, Raimi. That's only it. That's okay. See, that's
become the new Tyler.
Edros, we're back to you. You got another chance.
I hope this guy realizes that he's surrounded, flat-footed, and get-emmed.
I mean, I don't think he
have like a death
the
wish.
mechanics of Starfinder, but
I also don't think he cares.
I don't think he does.
Yeah. Edros, you can end this if you roll.
A draw. So we're going for the double tack. 2. We're gonna do the longsword, then the blade, the magma blade, and he's just still screaming, "Where's the dauntless Sonros? Where's my ship?" And so longsword. Oh yes! Yeah, baby!
Whoa. It's gonna be hard him answering you if you knock his head off.
That's the Vorpal fusion. Oh my god, just the damage here is in the 80s plus severe wound.
You're gonna need a lot of this damage. It's got a nice little pool of HP. But let's go ahead and roll that wound of critical effect.
D20s? D20s, right?
With severe wounds, I think you roll 2 and then pick whichever one you want.
Okay. So it was 84 damage altogether, and the first D20 for severe wound is a 4, and the second one is a natural 20.
So the 4 is a bleed one, and the 20 is indeed, as you're talking to him, I think you're going to want the natural 20.
Yeah, I think I will too.
Bring the centered longsword down through his brain pan, chopping his head in half. He's very dead by the time he hits the ground.
Didn't you have a question for him, Adros?
Damage is gonna do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, Adros he's still screaming at this guy. So as the guy's like falling to the ground, he's just like I imagine the sword is just like embedded in his head, and he's just taking his hand off the sword and he's just punching Sonros at this point, and he's still screaming, "Where's the ship? You don't die on me until you tell me where my ship is!"
Meanwhile, just looks over the corpse at Raimi and says, "Do you know speak with dead?"
Raimi's kind of like shrugs.
Maybe I do, maybe
I don't. I can try. Command dead.
Well, as the pirate falls to the floor, Adros, being right in front of Alindra, I think Alindra locks eyes with him and is a little bit scared of him, but also perhaps uses her mind to try to calm him. Telekinetically or telepathically or whatever.
He chopped her head off too.
Telekinetically, like rub his temples. No, you said it. You're giving him a little back massage.
Sure.
No, but Edros still fuming.
Yeah. I think Adros would. Like he's. Vesk are really, and it talks about this. They're very, very emotional beings, and so I think the second you try and reach out to him, he just lashes back and he goes, "And you? I thought you were my friend. I asked one thing. I wanted to fight him alone, and all of you intervened."
Well, to be fair, Miles missed a lot. Raimi tried to.
Raimi's like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, and I technically only did one non-lethal.
You did
so
one.
Like...
He could have had 85 points of damage. That one could have been 85 points of health, and that one is what took it over.
I was just distracting him.
In that sense, I was basically MVP of this.
Put that in the Andis column.
Can I roll a diplomacy check on Adros?
To do what?
To calm him down?
to be best friends with them.
Yes.
I don't think that's a diplomacy check, but maybe with time, in the time that you have to escape this planet and get back to Gate 1, maybe chat about that. But first things first, you gotta get on board the shuttle.
I was going to say, Alindra would respond by saying, "We don't have time, Adros. Get on the ship.
Fine.
To stations."
And he grabs Sonros's body and he drags it into the ship with him.
Still got some pretty nice armor on. Nice whoop hammer, too.
I mean, pretty much that's what he's grabbing. That's his armor.
I get it, buddy, but we gotta go.
Getting on this cultist shuttle, you find it is powered on. Thrusters not on yet, so it will take a few minutes to turn on there. But you can, start to turn on flight control, gain access to the computers. What are you guys doing?
I'm making sure this thing isn't booby trapped.
All right, so if someone reaches out for a console, you're like swatting them away. It's like, no, this is my job.
Well, no, I'm just doing a quick check to make sure nothing's like actively sabotaged.
Yeah, it does look like there are at the very least biometric pass codes into this, so it will require you to hack into this bad boy.
Oh, good God. Okay.
I can help with that.
Yeah, why don't you help out? All right. How's a 42 look?
42, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. It was indeed very trapped. Beyond the biometric locks in the main console, it was rigged to blow, and you can detect after you get in there, turn off the electrical trap that it was wired by none other than Zaz to blow if anyone else besides himself or Null-9 took the shuttle. But you are DC 35, you are able to gain access of the shuttle and can get the piloting command stations online. What do you guys want to do?
Can Knack look around to see if there are any other personal effects, information, anything like that?
Yeah, it doesn't look like this was used for very long. It was probably just attached to the singularity and used to make the way down here to the planetoid. Looks like most of what the cultists brought with them, they kept on their person.
Is there some way to open the hatch so that we can get out?
Yeah, so if you start the ship up and move towards it, it takes, another minute or so to slide these doors back open as the room is depressurized. But then you've clear sailing, can move on from here. Does anyone have a cool one-liner to send us off?
To infinity and beyond.
That's what I was thinking.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay, so
I respectfully disagree.
are you slamming those controls, Raimi?
Yes, sir.
As you hit the drive, blast through these open doors, the evil cultist ship kicks up a maelstrom of particles and exhaust as the ship inefficiently burns through its fuel. A cloud gathers into a massive ball behind the shuttle, spelling out the words, "To be continued."
Oh, man.
I have to say, To Infinity and Beyond is actually really inappropriate in this case because we're after Null-9, which is like the opposite of infinity.
It's the end.
Yeah.
It's the end times. Next episode 60. What do you guys think you're gonna? What do you guys think you're gonna face next episode?
Probably
coffin.
goblins.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. We know they're headed back to the initial planetoid to repair what they need to repair to open the gate. So, I mean, we could potentially come back to an opened gate or like an opening gate. So, who knows?
They don't have too much of a lead on you right now. If, all things considered, the ships being the same, maybe it'll come down to those piloting checks. We'll figure it out next time, though, on Cosmic Crit. Thank you guys for playing with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And let's sign off and say, until next episode, everybody, have a great time.
Until next episode, everybody, have a great time.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Great time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Time.
Bye. Bye.
Great.
Bye.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
Great.
Bye.